this week is just a lot because I just came from celebrating my birthday. I think that's the last video that I shared with you all, a little short video anyway. Celebrating my birthday last week, and now that was on Friday, and here on Monday, my mother passes away. And you know, it's like you can hold happiness and grief in the same hands, and it's hard to do. And that happened to me back when my first spouse passed away. We were divorced, but we were in a good place together, in a good spot. And I had a lot of hope that there would be a lot of healing in my family because we were able to forgive each other. But then when he took his life, you know, that was very difficult. And then now I move into, like I said, caring for my mom. But you know, again, life is tough, you guys. Life can be so difficult. And my life has been anything but easy, that's for sure. But you know what? We can, through Christ, we can handle a lot more than than we think we can. We really can. God has given us strengths and he's given us abilities. And I think sometimes it's a choice, and we have a choice to make. And this week, I just naturally felt relief for my mom, like I said, but also it's a decision I had to make. And trust me, on Monday after it happened and I was on my way home, I was about to pull into my driveway, I was sobbing and I was just crying out to God, and I was just talking to him about so many different things. And then a good friend of mine, Victoria, called me, and she called me at such a perfect time and said the most beautiful things to me, exactly what I needed to hear. And I knew God was listening. He was hearing me cry out in the car. And you know what? To note, a few weeks ago, after spending time with my mom, I was so broken. And I thought, I cannot keep seeing my mom suffer like this. I would not want to be living, so to speak. She was living in a facility and be strapped to a chair all day and not really be able to speak or swallow most times. And it's just, and I cried out to God. I think it's almost been 2 weeks now. And I was begging God, take my mother, please. Forgive me if this is a wrong prayer, but I believe, God, that she is not living. She's suffering. And I was telling my siblings, we've got to do something. We got to do something. And we weren't really agreeing on what to do. So I just gave it to God. And I prayed one of those prayers that I've prayed so many times when I did not know what to do. All I could do is lay it out before God and say, God, I don't know what to do in this situation, and I need you to intervene. And you guys, Monday morning, we got the call that my mom passed away, and it was very quick. Like, they called us and said, you need to get here. Her breathing's not right. So I'm trying to throw on clothes. And then like 7 minutes later, or whatever it was, I get the call, she's gone. And then when I arrive to the facility, I'm thinking, okay, I don't really know what to expect. I don't know what my mother's going to look like now that she's passed away, because she looked terrible when she was here.